Welcome back, everybody! We're back. We're ready to present some more evidence again. And as I've said before, there's not really a lot of options really left at this point. And I was just kind of... I just don't really understand it, I guess. I really don't understand it. Is it pop? No. That wouldn't make any sense. Would it? Could she have channeled Dirk? That wouldn't make any sense, though.
Objection!
Oh boy. Oh boy. I can't believe I'm presenting this. But it proves that there was another victim. Still, the only ones there at the scene of the crime were... Uh-huh. No, it can't be. Would the defense care to share something with us? Queen Amara, you knew, didn't you? Whatever you're talking about. If you won't tell this court, then I will. Well, don't keep us waiting. This case includes a second victim. One of the two people found alive in the tomb after the minister's murder was actually already dead. But a second victim, Apollo? Queen Amara, if you channel Minister Inga and move to the tomb, vanish from the scene of the crime by channeling the other victim. That's why no one found you after the murder was discovered. You putrid pepper, of all the half-witted buffoonery to come out tumbling from your lips, suppose I indulge you and play along with your little delusion. Tell me, Mr. Justice, who was the other victim? Dot 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 dot. There's no way this can be true. But yet here I am presenting this anyway, with the most dramatic music I've ever had in my entire life. This is the moment of truth. But no, I can't stop now. If this is the truth, it's the only way forward to solving this case. This music's very sinister sounding. The victim of Queen Amara channeled was... Dirk Sadmati. Oh boy. Listen, son, if you manage to prove me innocent tomorrow, I don't have long to live. There's no escaping death now that it has its sights set on me. Dirk knew everything, but he couldn't bring himself to tell me. I have one more big secret. I'm afraid I cannot tell you what it is. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did. He couldn't accuse the love of his life. The sad truth is, the other victim channeled by Amara was...
Take that!
What? You can't! That's not possible! Defendant Dirk Sadmati is the one Queen Amara channeled. He's the other victim. This is insanity. Pokunka! Apollo, what are you... Do you realize what you're proposing?
Objection!
I demand one explanation, Mr. Justice. I don't know when or why Dirk was murdered. The facts and evidence speak for themselves. And this is where they've led me. I see, after Inga's murder, Dirk and Maya were the only ones in the tomb. But if one of them was actually dead and being channeled by Amara, but it can't be, can it? Dirk's blood stain at the scene of the crime was the clincher for me. But then where was Dirk's body then? He wasn't even injured, so how could he have possibly bled that much? I mean, he could have been coughing up the blood. I mean, I don't know. But that was what we were talking about earlier. The only logical explanation is Dirk had also been murdered.
Objection.
That's enough. Explanation cannot speed the truth. You would not dare to claim to have proof to support your assertion. Nayuta, I wish it weren't true. I wish with all my heart that I'm wrong. As much as I don't want to believe it. Yes, I can prove it. Dirk's killer must have hidden his body. It had to be somewhere nobody would ever look. Again, the sarcophagus. There's only one such place. You truly have proof? The fastest way would be to actually have someone go check the tomb. Go check the tomb, but why? Because I believe Dirk's killer hid the body here. No strikes for this? I'm not gonna get anything funny out of this. I'm just gonna say it, the right answer. You would suggest? Queen Amara's sarcophagus, the only place in the tomb that no one would dare to look. The killer would soon become trapped by hiding in there. But a body, well, that's a horse of a different color. Which means... Urgh. I believe we must search the sarcophagus at once. Your Eminence! Being that Queen Amara yet lives, I trust we may now open it. If we must. Your Majesty, I believe Detective Sky is still there at the tomb. Let us contact her at once and have her conduct a full investigation into the matter. Not gonna save us any time by just admitting it. Now then, Detective Sky, your report if you please. I'll start with my findings. Please, please. Please let me be wrong about this. I just want things to be as they were. I know, right? Emma! Hello? A search of the sarcophagus revealed a body that appears to be several days old. Several days old? Exclamation mark. A body. Touch the sky. Tell me it wasn't Dirk. Tell me my whole theory was completely off base. I have a photo of the body. What do you think, everyone? What do you think it's gonna be? Is it gonna be Dirk? Is it gonna be something else? I don't even know if I'm prepared for this. And I have positively identified it as... Dirk? Oh no! Dirk Sadmati. Oh, jeez. Dirk! Oh, jeez. No! Why? Why this had to happen? Dang it, Dirk, answer me! But several days old, though? As in, like, when the murder happened? Or was this even before Inga's murder? In which case, was Amara traveling with us in Khura'in Village? For the Founder's Orb? I'm kind of curious about that, honestly. ... How can this be? Yeah. That's probably not the gallery. Yeah. The traitorous snake, the very head of the insurgency, murdered? Oh, what a joyous day, those fools shouting for change and revolution will finally return to whatever rocks they crawled out from under. Whoa, super slow panning of the camera. Who? What? Was I even fighting for? Apollo. What am I supposed to do now? Dot 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 dot. Many dots, many dots, many dots. Apollo just dotting it up everywhere. Son! A lawyer! Should never look the way you do right now. A dragon never yields. A dragon never yields. Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and it latches the jaws firmly onto its prey until the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get to the truth. Jeez, though. But Dirk, what if the truth is that you're... Apollo, in court tomorrow. You may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you. And I know you can handle the truth no matter what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son, after all. You believed in me that much, Dirk. Dot 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 dot. Dirk, I think I finally understand. You know, it would explain why Dirk lost consciousness, though, too. Why everything is blanked on him. I can't yield. Not now. Not ever. Not after Dirk believes in me, despite knowing what was about to happen. Besides, Dirk left me with two things I must do. Are you alright, Apollo? Sorry about that, Mr. Wright. But I'm fine now. Hey, Apollo? Detective Sky. Yes? How sure are you that the body's been there for a few days? I'm positive. No autopsy has been performed yet. I'd say it's been at least 3 days. Fortunately, the low temperature inside the sarcophagus kept it from decaying. On the chest area before 3 gunshot wounds from a small caliber weapon. I believe they are the cause of death. Dirk's corpse photo added to the court record. More than 3 days have passed since his death. He was shot 3 times in the chest. At least 3 days, huh? That means Dirk was already dead by the time he came to visit me back in the States. Then, who was channeling him? Wait. Hold on. I need to read that again. What? At least 3 days, huh? That means Dirk was already dead by the time he came to visit me back in the States? Really, though, I think it would have to be someone who could get into and stay in the U.S. without arousing suspicion. That was on a solid cover story, so they wouldn't be seen as missing. Obviously, who was channeling Dirk when I saw him in the States. Well, I'm really gonna get a strike for this if I miss it? Okay, well, really, out of everyone who is here, there's only so many options here. Huh? It couldn't have been Maya, could it? That would be really odd when you think about it, honestly. But okay, our options are Maya, the Queen, and Amara. So, I mean, I think we can rule out her. It just doesn't feel like it would be her if what we know is true. So Maya Fey?
Take that!
Maya? Oh, I see. She's being held hostage at the time. So it seemed only natural that she wasn't around. Right, and do you remember what she said earlier? So please, just tell me, what exactly are you hiding? Sorry, but I promised Dirk I wouldn't say. I mean, a promise to Dirk? A pretty big one. Dirk didn't want his own death to be known. The other members of Defiant Dragons would lose all hope when they found out. And that would snuff out the flames of revolution for good. Miss Fate, Dirk told you to keep quiet about this, didn't he? Exclamation mark! I guess it's no use hiding it anymore. Yes, I promised not to tell. Dirk made me promise before he died. So I was right then. Apollo? There's something I need to tell you. It's about, you know, Dirk's final moments. Dot 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 dot. I'm listening, Miss Fey. What happened in his final moments? It was soon after I was kidnapped. Dirk paid me a visit in that tomb where I was being held captive. I say it was a few days before Minister Inga's murder. Huh. Hey, young lady. Time to get you up and out of here. Oh! Gasp! It's that revolutionary guy. I'm here to rescue you. You are? Why? I figured things were a little too quiet with that stem-sucking scumbag. So I started digging around. That's when I found out you'd been abducted. Well, why would a rebel help me? Let's go before it's too late. It already is for you, pal. Oh, dang. Heh. Long time no see, you rebel blowhard. Inga, I know you're up to something, and I'm going to find out what. Ah! Oh boy. Dot 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 dot. Ruh! So we was shot by Inga that day? That's gotta smart. You become a real thorn in my side, see, so it's time for you to be pushing up daisies. Ugh! Ugh! Dirk! Like the first one didn't really even affect him that much, but then obviously after that it was like, whoop, okay, can't take this anymore. Did you really think a pea shooter like that could kill a dragon? What the? Ah. What are you, some kind of freak? Not to this. Eh? Dirk was shot several times, but he barely even flinched. He sacrificed himself for me! Huh. These ropes! I've got to help you!
Relax, it's going to be okay. Sorry things turned out this way. It doesn't look like I have much longer.
No, don't say that!
You're a spirit medium, aren't you? When I'm gone, I want you to channel my spirit.
Stop it! Don't give up like that! If you do, untying a rope like that will be a child's play! No! Please hang in there! You can still make it!
Promise me. One thing, young lady. It's about my son.
Dirk! Was talking about you, Apollo. He said he wanted to see you one last time. So he asked me to return to the US and channel his spirit.
He really said that.
He also said he'd been meaning to visit you for years, but kept putting it off. And that this was his last chance. ...
You show up without warning after all this time, what gives?
Came all the way to see you, son. Come, rejoice.
Right, why don't you tell me the real reason you're here? Dirk. You really did come to the US because you wanted to see me.
Guess this means it was Inga that hid Dirk's body in the sarcophagus after Maya left the tomb. Apollo, you can't stop now! Dirk would want you to keep pressing on!
I know, Miss Fey.
Are we really gonna defend a dead man, though? That seems so weird, though.
And I won't disappoint him.
Defense, if you are ready to proceed, I would first have you answer this. Do you believe the accused's death will impact what we know about this case?
Yes, and I believe I can explain everything now.
Very well, your explanation, please.
Dirk entered the tomb at 3 p.m. the time the hostage exchange was to take place. Or rather, Dirk, as channeled by Miss Fey, did. Now, by the time he entered the tomb at 3 p.m., Minister Inga was already dead. I say that because we know the minister was murdered at 2 p.m. But there was someone else in there. This person was already hiding in the tomb, waiting to channel Dirk in place of Miss Fey.
Wait, can two people not channel the same person at the same time? I would assume that's not possible, but, well, the only thing that would make any sense would be for it to be Amara, right?
Take that!
It was you, wasn't it? Fact of the matter is, Queen Amara killed Minister Inga at 2 p.m. She went to his private quarters and channeled his spirit. The minister, thinking he was going to be late, hurried to the tomb for the hostage exchange. But once in the tomb, Queen Amara stopped channeling Minister Inga and hid herself. Then when Dirk entered at 3 p.m., she snuck up from behind and forcibly drove Dirk's spirit out of Miss Fey's body.
Drove his spirit out of her body? Impossible.
Objection!
Actually, there is a way to do that. With a Magatama parting, that is. Using one, anyone could drive a spirit out of a person's body, even if it refused to leave. I Are you telling me that's the extra pale brown Magatama in the tomb was... There was... Oh... That it was... That's right, Prosecutor Sadmati. You've seen one in action before. You saw the glowing red Magatama sent the High Priest back to the Twilight Realm. Oh, it did turn brown afterwards. And how it turned to a spent pale brown afterwards. Interesting. In other words, the brown Magatama found in the tomb looks that way because its power had been used up in pushing Dirk's spirit out of Miss Fey's body, right? I probably passed out as soon as Dirk's spirit left my body. I was exhausted after channeling for so long, after all. After that, Queen Amara dressed Miss Fey in her usual outfit and tied her up. Not sure where she got the outfit, but we can assume she had it all planned out. Oh, you must explain how she got the outfit, though. It's part of the crucial evidence and testimony. And Queen Amara must have changed into Dirk's clothes, smeared blood onto them, picked up a knife, and channeled Dirk's spirit. That makes sense, I guess. She made it look like Dirk had committed the crime. And that's how she escaped, right under our noses. Gah! I don't know, Apollo. The whole thing still seems a bit far-fetched. I mean, obviously, but I mean, seems within the realm of reason, this far-fetched as it is. Dirk. What was going through your mind while all this was unfolding? What? I don't know who's saying that. I'm gonna just say it's the gallery, even though it's not. So ultimately it was all for naught! So, Prosecutor Sadmati. Nayuta? Those dreams of revolution, for just a moment. Prosecutor Sadmati was indeed Colette, for just a second anyway. Those dreams of revolution, Dirk was always spouting. Placing nothing but false hope in the minds of the people. And in the end, it was simply fantasies. Nayuta, how can you? Karma has spoken, the dream of evolution is withered on the vine. Its fate is sealed. Yet the insurgents will soon wake from their shattered dreams. No, Dirk's dream can't die like this. I'm not gonna sit back and let that happen. I can't and I won't. Nayuta, don't forget that Dirk's been proven innocent. His name is no longer tainted by the charge of murder. Now the rebels and their sympathizers who have been calling for his release can't be charged with abetting the accused. So the revolution is far from over, it's only just begun. No, Dirk has not yet been proven innocent. It merely indicated the possibility of his innocence. What do you mean? Dirk is indeed dead. However, what if it was Dirk who killed Minister Inga while being channeled by Miss Fey? And while the crime could have occurred at 2 p.m., you have yet to substantiatively prove it. Or do you have conclusive proof that the time of Minister Inga's death was at 2 p.m.? His death was at 2 p.m. because of Alby's statement, remember? Did you forget about that? Well, no, I don't, but did you forget about that too, Apollo? It seems further testimony will be required of me. As it would appear that I have fallen under suspicion, I would like to state my case. Prosecutor Sadmati, the rebellion must be snuffed out once and for all. You must prove Dirk Sadmati to be the foul murderer that he was. And every last insurgent and their sympathizers must be found guilty under the Defense Culpability Act. As you wish, Your Eminence.
Why isn't Ayuta doing this? Khura'in shouldn't have him under her thumb anymore. Mara's not a hostage, so what gives? Ayuta, what's left to chain you to her like this?
Really good question, honestly.
Very well then, Miss Samara, Queen Amara, please proceed with your additional testimony.
Whoa, witness testimony. You have no proof. Well done, lawyer. You've painted me as the killer with nothing but your silver tongue. However, you have no evidence proving your distasteful theory. Furthermore, Dirk could have committed this crime while being channeled by Miss Fey. Now let us end this charade. For the eternal glory of Khura'in and its people. Uh-huh. You understand now, you putrid pepper. There is no point in defending Dirk any longer. It has all been in vain.
Let it go and move on, right? Well, not today.
He didn't say that, Apollo. You're putting words in his mouth right now. Your theories are but a pillar of salt that crumbles at the slightest breeze. But no more, this ends here and now.
The defense may proceed with its cross-examination.
Oh, yes indeed. Cross-examination. You have no proof. Well done, lawyer. You have painted me as a killer with nothing but your silver tongue. Well, everyone, with this cross-examination, I think we'll call this an episode today. And on the next exciting episode, we're going to go ahead and... excuse me. Oh my gosh, that was interesting. We're going to go ahead and keep cross-examining her. Will we paint her as the murderer that she is? I don't really know, honestly. This case keeps taking more twists that are very unexpected. Dirk is freaking dead. Oh boy. Kind of amazing when you think about it, really. Kind of amazing. But either way, that seems to be what has happened, and what more crazy discoveries will we make next episode? Well, that's for you to find out, and for me to find out as well, of course. Because, oh boy, this is going to be nuts. Hey everyone, see you tomorrow! Have a good one! Bye-bye! Hello everyone, you've reached the end of this video, but before we go for the day, I'd just like to give a quick shout out to the Tier 4 and 5 channel members, Phoenix Edgeworth, Acheron X2, Menthy, and Meister Papala. Thank you all for being awesome and supporting the channel. If you too would like to also get your name shouted out at the end of each video and live stream, shoutouts are available for all Tier 4 and 5 channel members. I hope you all have an awesome day. I'll see you all later.